Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Get Up with Zanti M. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing it. The channel is for everyone, young and old. The channel is just aimed at helping us to overcome our challenges. You don't have to die in your bad situation. There is hope for your situation, there's grace for your situation. You can get up and do it. You can do it, there is grace for your situation. So please consider subscribing and don't forget to comment. Tell me what you think so it can help me to grow the channel. So today I want us to look at the story of Samson from the Bible, from the Holy Bible. The story of Samson is found in the book of Judges, chapter 16. Holy Bible, the book of Judges, chapter 16. I want us to see what we can learn from Samson. What we can learn from him. So before that, I'll just talk you through the history of Samson, how he was conceived, what happened until the end. So Samson was a promised child. That's number one. His parents did not plan to conceive him. His pregnancy was not planned by his parents. He was a promised child. The angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife, proclaiming that they will have a son who will deliver the Israelites from the Philistines. And the angel of the Lord gave them instructions on how to grow that son. So there were instructions on how to grow the son. So Samson was born, and his parents raised him according to the angel's instructions. So they did not cut his hair as the angel instructed. They mustn't cut his hair. So Samson was born with that immense power, immense strength. Like, he didn't go to the gym to get that strength or exercise or what. He was born with that strength. He was just born with that strength to help him against his enemies, to help him deliver, as the angel said, deliver the Israelites from the Philistines. So he was born like that, and then he did so he performed superhuman deeds. He was born a natural leader, and then along the way it happened that he slayed a lion with his just bare hand. He slayed a lion with his bare hand, and then he slaughtered the entire army of the Philistines with just a jawbone of a donkey. So he had that strength. So he was definitely appointed by God. And then Samson disobeyed God several times, which led to his humiliation in the house of the Philistines. He disobeyed God several times. And then it happened that he spent the night with a prostitute, and then we know the story that he ended up married Delilah. He married Delilah. So there's a lot that Samson did that was not pleasing to God. And then all those things led him to lose his eyes. We know that Samson, the Philistine, took both his eyes. So that happened because of disobedience. So there's a lot that happened. So I want us to look at what can we learn from Samson. yes, he disobeyed God. That's something we cannot learn. We cannot disobey God. That's not a good thing. And then he did all those things. But there's something that you can learn at the end from the story of Samson. We saw Samson like displaying a weak character, which is something that is not good. He became an enemy to himself, also something that is not good, because sometimes we do things that will turn against us. So that's what Samson did. So he did a lot of things, diverted from the will of God and do all those things. So I want us to look at what we can learn. There's something that we can learn. If Samson, okay, he lost his eyes, yes, and then he suffered a lot. But at the end of the story, we are seeing Samson praying to God, and then he lost his power. God took the power, because I believe God took the power because he was born with it, because God, is the one who gave him that power for his purpose. So when Samson diverted from God's will, God took the power. So he lost his eyes, he lost the power that he was born with and all the thing. But at the end, when he had no eyes, when he was suffering in the house of the Philistines, we are seeing Samson praying back to God, asking God to give him another chance, to give him back the power, his power, so he can die with his enemies. That's the end of Samson. The end of Samson is when he died with his enemies, is when he prayed to God, asking for another chance. So there's a lot we can learn. So if Samson did not pray to God and ask God to give him back the power, Samson was going to die in the house of the Philistine with no eyes, with nothing. His story was going to end like that. But I can say Samson died a hero, because at the end of everything, he went back to God and said, Father, just give me one more chance. He prayed and said, God, just give me one more chance. So if Samson did not do that, he was not going to die a hero. He was not going to die a hero. Everything that he did, the superhuman deeds that he did, like killing the lion with his band, slaughtering the army of Philistine with a chopper of a dog, all those things were going to be cancelled. We're not going to remember that. But because he prayed and he asked God for the second chance and he killed the Philistines together with himself, then we are remembering Samson in a good way. So I want to say to you, it's easier to say when something ended rather than when it began. So a person is remembered by his ending, not his beginning. How you started, we will not remember it, or maybe we don't even know how you started. Every person is remembered by how he ended. How you end is very important than how you started. That's very important. Most of us can recognize the end from a mile away. The end is being recognized from a mile away. But the beginning We always forget about it. We always forget about it. So what makes Samson a hero? It's his ending. It's not him marrying the harlot. It's not him losing his eyes. It's how everything ended. He prayed to God and he recovered his strength. He prayed to God and he recovered his strength, allowing him to bring down the columns, collapsing the temple and killing himself as well as all of the Philistines. That's how he is remembered. So I want you to check where you are now, how your end is going to be like, how you want to be remembered. Yes, you have done it. Yes, you have disobeyed God. Yes, you have diverted from his will. But you can still go back and say, God, can you just give me a second chance? Remember, the God that we serve is the God of the second chance. He's the God of the third chance. He's the God of the fourth chance. You can still go back and say, God, please, just give me another chance. So I want to challenge you, like where you are now, the things that you are doing, what do you think will be your ending? How do you want to be remembered? Yes, you have disobeyed God. Yes, you have done so many evil things, but you still have another chance. As long as you are living, there is a chance for you to go back to God and say, Father, another chance. Just like Samson did, another chance. He is a faithful God. You just need another chance. You just need another chance. You can turn your mistakes. You can turn your miserable mistakes into victory if you pray to God for another chance. You can tell it's never too late to return to God. You can turn those mistakes into victory. Just go back to God and say, Father, I just need another chance. Just look at your life, how you started, how are you doing now, and check your ending. You can see where you will end. Do you want to end there? Do you want to die in that situation? Do you want to die being known like as a person who disobeyed God, or you want to die like a hero, just like Samson did? Most of us don't remember now that he slept with a harlot, he lost his eyes, but we remember the end when he prayed for a second chance, when he pleaded with God to recover his strength. You can still go back to God and pray for a second chance. What do you want to leave behind? Look at your life. What do you want to leave behind? How you'll be remembered? Your ending will be the judge. A person is only judged by his or her ending. Your ending is very important. How you started doesn't matter. How you will end. You will be judged by how you ended your life. What is your... No, you're still here. I cannot say, oh, how's your ending? But what you do now surely can tell you how your end will be like. How do you want to be remembered? How do you like to be remembered? You can still get up and fix your life. Get up and go back to God. He is a merciful God. Psalm 119 verse 2. It says, blessed are they who keep his statutes and seek him with all their heart. You still have a chance to seek God. You're still alive. You can do this. Get up and do it. Yes, things happened. No one is perfect all the way. We do mistakes all the time. That is why the Bible says, who says does not have a sin is a liar. We do mistakes all the time. We do sin all the time. But you can still go back to God and ask for another chance. He will give you. He will give you. No matter how good you are in the beginning, no matter how good you were in the beginning, the assessment is what you are in the end. The assessment is what you are in the end. You can start well, people can praise you, people can envy you, but your end. In the book of Ecclesiastes 7:8, we learn that the end is better than the beginning. The end is better than the beginning. Beginning and ending are two different places. Beginning and the ending are two different places. You cannot judge your ending based on your beginning. And you cannot judge your ending based on your you cannot judge your ending based on your beginning, and you cannot judge your beginning based on your ending. Those are two different places. Endings are powerful. Endings are powerful. You are judged by your ending. So I am here to encourage you. You've done it. You have done it. But there is another chance for you. There's grace waiting for you to humble yourself and say, Father, I've done it, but can you give me just another chance? That's what we are learning from Samson. That's why I say he died a hero, because at the end he remembered God. You've done it. So many things. I've done it. But there is a second chance. There's grace waiting for me. I can still get on my knees and pray that God just give me another chance to do better. Give me another chance to try again. Give me another chance to start all over again. There is nothing wrong with starting all over again as long as you are starting with God. As long as you are starting with a clear vision, you can still start all over again. God is waiting for you. The grace is waiting for you. Get up and work on that thing. You know the thing that will lead you to a bad ending. You know it. Get up and work on it. Just get up and work on it. So I'm here to challenge you. Don't die in that situation. How you want to be remembered, how you want to be judged at the end. It is in you. When you're gone, how you want us to remember you. Get up and work on it. Get up and work on it. How you want to be remembered, how you want to be judged. You will not be judged based on your beginning. You will not be judged based on what you did along the way, but you will only be judged on how you ended. As I said, endings are so powerful. Endings are so powerful. Even when Jesus was crucified, there's a guy who said, remember me in your kingdom. That guy is in heaven. He was a criminal, but he prayed. Last hour, he prayed and said, God, remember me in your kingdom. So the endings are so powerful. How you end your life is very important. You can go back to God. You've done it. But you can still go back to God. I assure you there is grace for you waiting for you. There's grace waiting for you. Get up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.